This will probably be one of the most important videos that I share with you in 2023, right? And this is all about taking profits as high as we can at the top, time in this market. Guys, welcome back to Cryptogains for another video. Grab yourself a drink and just take 5 to 10 minutes out of your life. Sit down with me on this one and just listen to what I have to say. Because most crypto YouTube channels, yeah, they share your analysis, but some of them don't actually sit there with you and try and help you figure out exactly where to be taking profits at the top. And I really think you should pay attention now rather than wait, 8, 9, maybe 10 months to 2 years down the line, and then you panic and sell at the top or sell at the bottom, or you don't sell at all, right? So that's what this is about, right? If it sounded interesting, drop that like, give me a subscribe. Take a look at this. Now I'm using a chart called the total market cap of all crypto, but this is excluding Bitcoin. What does it mean? It means every bit of price action that you see is basically altcoins. Bitcoin's price action is not within these green candles and these red candles. Now understand what I'm trying to show you here. I'm trying to show you the tops, or basically the rallies that we've had in prior history, and what kind of rally we could expect in the future, and when we should, like, seriously, realistically be thinking about taking profits. How far ahead have you thought about taking profits? It's all fine and well saying, well, if this does 100x or that does a 50x, I'll take profits. Or, oh yeah, well, it's 20 cents now. If it goes to like 50 quid, I'll take profits. All fine and well saying numbers. What if it doesn't reach it? And this is what this video is going to be about. Because by the end of this video, you will have a good, clean insight as to where you should be taking profits. I'm going to keep showing you this video through the entire cycle of 2023, 2024, 2025, if it lasts that long. And this is an important, powerful video. Look at this, right? I've done a measurement from here to here. This was the last cycle bottom, right down here. Right, all the price action down here, it formed this base, and then it had a massive rally up, right? Why am I showing you this? Because a lot of the time, people don't realize that you're in a bull market until it's too late. So in some cases, some people may have thought that we was in a bull market, maybe mid-cycle, or maybe at the top here, and it fell down in price and it started to go up more. People thought it was going up more. So this kind of is just going to lay out my foundation on where I believe we are right now in the market, how high I think it can go, and is it worth chasing that extra percent, right? So how I've worked this out from this blue bar, right, and this red bar speaks of taking profit levels, right? Now what I've done is I've aligned this with the RSI, which is on the monthly time frame. Remember, this is what you're seeing is just altcoins, because if Bitcoin does well, which it has been doing over the last sort of week, altcoins are going to fly. You've been seeing it. But more importantly, when this rally really does start heating up like crazy, like what you saw in the past, everything is going to explode. But people don't really know when to, really take profits. And what you want to do is look at the RSI and the Stochastic RSI, which is the bottom thing down here, bottom indicators, right? And we have windows of opportunities in both. Let's start with the blue line, this RSI. Every time it's come up, and you can see like the blue line, I've drawn like a green dotted line across to sort of show my levels as to where I'm probably going to consider taking serious profits. If this blue line peaks above, right, anywhere above this blue line is where I'm going to probably consider taking profits, right? Because I feel like that's a good, time to maybe consider taking profits. Right now, 2023, we are down here. So we've got enough time for this blue line to come up and, hit this green line. And then I can say, right, I need to consider taking profits. If this happens fast over the next sort of week or month or two, and it comes up here, I'm taking flipping profits. I just got to keep it real. I'm taking profits because I do not want to be that person that misses out on massive gains because they think it's going that little bit higher, which is exactly what you see here. See? And then people think it's going a little bit higher. And then I think about the percentage gains. Is it worth still sitting with my bag for that tiny bit more percentage when I have already made maybe 1,900% pump, right? And this is why some people make good money in crypto and some people don't. I'm focusing on this RSI and the stochastic RSI. So like I said, the first one is when this blue line comes up and tests this green line. Because every time it's come up here, you can see like the last pivotal point right up here. And I'm going to try and measure this with the price action as well, so you can see, right? Let's just stretch the price out so you can see, right? So right here, I'm going to draw a vertical line actually. Let me go like this. Boom. Just so you can see. That was the first sort of peak for well, the last one, 2021 cycle. We're going to go back and we'll go to the last one as well. Let's make this like a faint sort of beigey kind of, yeah, you know. I want to make it thin as well. Oh, it is thin. Is it thin? Yeah. Actually, here we go. Boom, thin. So this first line represents where the peak of the RSI was, and the stochastic RSI was literally just about to roll over and come down. What is the stochastic RSI and RSI for people that are new? Well, this one here with the blue and red line, this talks about price momentum. Is buy power kicking in? Is people wanting to buy? Or is people wanting to sell? How much pressure of the buy is coming in? How much pressure is selling, right? So usually when this starts to curve, when it's had like a move up like this, and it's gone above these dotted lines in this sort of blue zone, right above it, and it's starting to curve, that's a sign that the trend is about to reverse and we're about to see some price action fall down. And notice, every time we've seen this, look, where the blue and the red line starts to come down, look at what happens with the price shortly after that. You can see here, price action falls down. And that was a massive drop. That was when Elon Musk started talking about whatever he was saying, and then we saw price fall down. This was a big drop. This was like a 50% correction. We're talking from the wick up here all the way down to about here, a 59% crash, right? I want to try and keep this as clean as possible. I don't want to put too much lines on the screen and stuff. I just want to kind of make it clean as possible. So when the stochastic RSI goes down, price momentum is falling. That's what that means. This is basically, are we overbought or oversold? So when this blue line comes up to like the 90 level, we are overbought. Anything higher than that, we're extremely overbought. People are buying too much, which means it's going to cool off at some point. And again, on the monthly time frame, it might take a whole month or two to realize, but this is what it usually means. We're overbought, and then it's going to fall down, which is what you saw. Now, let's understand the percentage gains on where you should realistically take. Because what I've done is I've measured it up to, like I said, the RSI, the stochastic RSI, and this is the line that I've got. So anywhere at this line, I will probably be happy to take like a huge amount of profits, regardless of if the price goes higher or lower. I will probably consider taking a huge amount of profits. And you might think, well, what if that's not the highest height? But I got to think about, what has it done? Where am I buying in this market, and what has it already done? So like I said, I believe we're sort of at the bottoms of the market, starting to lift up now, and everybody has an opportunity to see it rise before it really rises. If we was to see another rally, like what happened just in the last cycle, and this is 2020 to 2021 or 2022, and it's the end of 2021. If we was to see something like this, imagine right here, where I'm showing you the thingy is somewhere sort of here, right? One of these wicks here. If this is where we are, and it follows a similar thing, this pump, again, it comes right up to sort of this blue line. It comes higher. It comes. Let me do the whole rise, right? The whole rise, because I'm seeing it as we're buying around these prices here. Well, we had a massive wick down, so I kind of done it on an average of this wick. But yeah, let's just say the same place. Buying it somewhere around here, and at the very top, it's going to be a 3,170% pump at the very top. I think that's right. 3,000% pump. Well, that's what that one did, right? But I think that many people will not be able to sell the top, right? I think many people won't sell the top. Many people got hit here and lost 50% of their money when this had a massive crash down to here. Many people. It just shed fast, right? So what you want to do is you want to look at this RSI, right? And you can get this up if you want it yourself in TradingView. Just type in total 2 and it will come up and you'll see it, this market cap. You can follow it, right? Or just watch my channel. I'm going to show you this, because when this blue line comes up and touches here, it's going to be something similar to this, and I'm taking profits. And if it is something similar to this, I will be taking about 1,900% profits if it does a similar thing. I don't even care about the extra 50%. It means nothing to me, because I'm not trying to time the absolute top. I mean, I'd love to. I'd love to, But this is where I'm making the most of my money. When you've bought down here, where you're buying down here, and you've made absolute insane gains, this little 50% pump might not be worth it. It might, when you've already made almost 2,000% pump, that extra 50 might not be worth it. Not worth losing, because look, from here, if you don't and it falls back down, it's just not worth losing another 60% of everything that you earned, right? So, and that's almost 50% of this 1,900 pump. So essentially you wouldn't have made 1,900, you would have made less. Let me see how much you would have made. I don't know how could we do this? Yeah, I know it wouldn't have been as much. You probably would have made maybe about 1,000% pump. It's just not worth it. It really is not worth it. So you want to, in your head, stay true to the indicators that they're showing you, or if you don't know how to do this stuff, subscribe to my channel, because I will be showing you this chart all through the cycle. And when I'm looking to take profits, there will come a time when this blue line comes right up here and it kisses this green dotted line that I've made, and that's my window of opportunity. When it comes and touches this, even if it peeks through it, that's when I'm looking to take serious profits, because I feel like that's going to be a good opportunity to take some good money out of this game. Just like when we see this massive pump from here to here, and I'm not even chasing this last little 50%. It's just not worth it. So let's take a look at the last rally, right? Because many people are kind of relating this new cycle to this last rally. So this total market cap, and again, we're only talking altcoins. This is nothing to do with Bitcoin. This is all the alternative coins that you have invested in. That's what we're looking at. When we see massive alt season, all altcoins are going crazy. When you take profits on your altcoins, I'm showing you right here. That's what this video is. This is the base down here. I'll do it with you again right now. What was the tool that I used? Was it, I think it was this. No, it weren't that. Let me just find it, because I think it's this. And I used a price range tool. That's what I used. So this was your base down here, right? And I'm gonna measure it up to where this sort of peaks about, as high as it can probably go. Let's just say this green line. Well, the green line measures it here. So, anywhere above this green line, I'm going to watch to see if it starts to curve back down. This area here would have been where it starts to fall back down. So this will probably be an area where I might consider taking profits. And I'll tell you why I would choose here over here, right? Let me just do it first. Let me draw the line and I explain to you why I would choose there instead of here, because I'm looking at both indicators. So this was the baseline. And then I'm saying I will probably consider taking profits right about here, which is this green line here. Let me change this to blue, right? Blue, right. Now, why would I consider taking profits at this particular bar? You see this bar here, this particular bar here? Because I'm looking at the RSI. This is where it starts to fall down, right? And on top of that, I'm looking at the stochastic RSI, which is this one here. And let me bring this and show you what I'm looking at on this stochastic RSI. Guys, if it's helping you so far, drop the like, give me a subscribe, stick around. So the stochastic RSI, so remember when I said to you that, actually, I'm going to flip it again, just so you can see, right? Because I want to really make it clear. Remember I said to you that I would take anything from the green. I wouldn't have taken here, because when I'm looking at the stochastic RSI down here, it hasn't, the bars are too wide. The blue and the red, the bars are too wide, which means, it hasn't come down to curve. I'm looking for that curve in the stochastic RSI where it's starting to form back down again. Remember I said about the curve starting to come down? Just like what I showed you here. It's starting to curve and come back down in the stochastic RSI. The blue and the red are starting to come down. So this is what I'm looking for here. And that's sort of where it would have happened here. The curve would have started to take place here. So this is where I would have taken profits. Either this candle or the next candle. But let's just say this one for now, because it's near enough accurate. That would have given me in the last... If we do something like this, I don't know if we will. It's absolute insane pumps. I'm talking, I would have turned anything from like $100. Look at this, look, because that was a legendary run. Are we going to have another legend? If we have another legendary run like this, that's going to be it, guys. We're not going to see another massive rally for a very long time if it's something like this. Because this was 149,322% pump. Flipping hell. It's just mad. $100 times that by 149,322%. You would have turned $100 back then into $149,000. It was a legendary move. And this is what I'm trying to get at. Making that to there and having a strategic target of where I'm taking profits. I'm looking at the RSI, the stochastic RSI before it starts to curve. That for me, I'm fine. I'm not chasing this last, what is this? I'm not chasing this because I don't care about it. I've just made 149,000%. I'm not chasing this extra percentage here. I'm not chasing it. Let me make it red, just like the rest. That extra 500%, yeah, it sounds nice. I'm not chasing it. I've made a large amount of money right here. The indicators are indicating to me that actually this is about to roll over. And then, I'm getting confirmation on both indicators. I'm not chasing it. I'm happy with that. I'm going to take my profits and I'm going to make massive gains. And that's what this is about. Understanding exactly where you will be taking profits in this cycle. And this is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to show you, give you a heads up before it comes. Right. So now you understand what these blue bars and these red bars signal. Let's take a look at the future. What's to come? 2023, 2024, 2025. This is what I've drawn. Now, I believe, according to this, if it was to do something similar, I believe that we could probably see. Now, I based it on this because I might be wrong. There's what do you call it? I can't remember what the name of the term is, but you never get the same amount of gains that you get from the last cycle. That was 149,000%. This one's 1,900%. What's the word? I can't remember. But you diminishing returns. You won't get as much returns as what you got before, right? But let's say it is between any of these. I'm going to use this one at the bare minimum. It might even be less. It might only be 1,000%. Right, it might only be 600%. But let's say that's why I said to you, let's say we see something like this rather than this, because this was like Bitcoin was, or crypto was new, altcoins were new. But in saying that, a lot of new altcoins are coming out. They got time to move and blow. So we could see something like this for altcoins, right? But what I'm saying is a lot of altcoins were fresh. The market caps were low. There weren't many people into crypto at that time. That's why you saw massive moves for altcoins, Ethereum, Litecoin, all these coins, Monero back then, right? And I was there. I saw it, right? So take a look at this, right? Right here, this is where I feel like we may go in the future. I believe, this is what I believe, and I've done it based on this. If we're to see another about 1,900% pump with altcoins, forget Bitcoin, right? Regardless of what Bitcoin does, alt season, your coins, all these other coins that you've invested in, your, I don't know, your Galas, your Caspers, your Jasmies, your Myrias, your PlayZaps, whatever it is that you've invested in, your Fetch AIs, your Singularities, that is all of this. And this is where most people can't tell you a good or honest answer as to where you should be taking profits. And this is what I'm about to show you. I believe it's going to make up to about $9 to $10 trillion in market cap if it was to follow something similar to this. So we've got our base here, and then you ride it up. Like I said, it worked out about 1,900, and that's what I've done. I've taken it here from the base sort of around here to where we are now, and it rides up about 1,900. I don't know why I did 1,924. But yeah, if it was to do something like that, look into the future now, the RSI, this blue line, will start to come up, and this ain't going to be 100% accurate. It'll start to come up like this. Yeah, that's not accurate. But I'm just giving you an example. Let me make it thin. Make it thin, make it blue. We're gonna see something like this. Not too squiggly, but you see something like this. It will peak up to this green line. You see? You're starting to see the picture now, right? The green candles will be massive. Maybe we see higher highs for more altcoins that we've never seen before. I think it will reach up to here at the very max. At the very max, and it's not confirmed, right? This is not confirmed. At the very max, maybe a $17 trillion market cap, right? $17 trillion. It sounds like a lot, I know. But you got to remember, if big money's coming into the space, loads of new people that don't know about crypto yet are coming into the space, there's room for a lot of money this time around to flood in. At the very max, 17 trillion. I don't think we will go higher than 17 trillion this cycle. At least that's what I believe. And it might not even go that high. We might come up to here and just peak a tiny bit higher, maybe 11 trillion, maybe 12 trillion. Maybe it never even reached the top of this. But this is why now I'm preparing myself in advance and giving you guys some easy, clean analysis that you can take with you on your journey with your altcoins, so you can decide what you want to do and where you want to take significant profits, right? And now we're talking about money, trillions, the market cap size, rather than the price of each coin. Because if, for example, $10 trillion makes up the altcoins, that's a flipping hell of a lot of money. We're talking 999,999,999,999 makes 1 trillion. You could take 999 coins, put $1 billion in each. You know, all them little low cap coins I keep telling you, 900 of them hit $1 billion market cap. Boom, that's 1 trillion, right? Just 900 coins. Let's say another 900 coins gets to $1 billion market cap each. Boom, that's 2 trillion. You still got another $8 trillion that could flood this market with higher cap coins and everything else. It's a lot of money, right? So I feel like we will peak near enough towards 9 to 10 trillion in the market cap for all coins, right? And if we do, this is going to be the kind of gains that you're going to want to take profits on when it reaches around 9 to 10 trillion. So I would say watch Total 2. Grab up Total 2 and watch it. And when you see these green candles for the altcoins start to rise and it nears anywhere near here, maybe consider taking flipping profits. 9 trillion. Or if we don't reach 9 trillion, 9 to 10 trillion, and this green has already come up and touched here, and it's saying maybe 5 trillion, 6 trillion, take some flipping profits. If this is hit here and we're only at 6 trillion, take some profits. This is not financial advice, but I'm taking profits when it gets to here, because every single time that I've seen it peak there, I've seen the majority of the opportunity for gains to be made between here and up here. And then, yeah, there's a slight chance you might see another little pump, but why chase that small percentage to actually lose more in the future if you don't pay attention? Because when the market's hot, everybody's screaming higher prices. Everybody wants in. I told you that girl, her sister's best friend who lives down the road, she's going to want in. She's going to come to you and ask you, how do I buy it? That's a sign. That's a sign saying that you need to flip and take some serious profits, because you're getting random people. You just be going to buy your baked beans so you can have some beans on toast. And then that man who's sitting there with his dog outside on the bench asking you about crypto, he wants to buy some. That's a sign that everybody's wanting to buy because everybody's making money. That's a sign that you're near the top, right? So really pay attention to this. And just pay attention to the Total 2 market cap, because I feel like this is going to be the best significant data that you're probably going to get for the altcoins going forward. Not many people have shown you something like this for altcoins, and I want to make sure that it's really clear and you have a nice, clear understanding of where we could possibly go, trillions. How much is it going to be? When you're going to take profits, is it worth chasing that higher percentage to try and get right to the top? Everybody would love to make the absolute top, right? I've been close to it, not absolute top, but near enough close to it, right? Because I've followed these simple targets. And what I do when I sell, I don't sell all at once here. I sell the majority of my bags, and then if it does go up a little bit more, I sell more. Right? And this, for me, that's called a bearish divergence. So I know from then on it's going to collapse, because with bearish divergences, so this is what I mean, with the years of knowledge of understanding like indicators and patterns and stuff, right here like this. Let me make this white and thick so you can see this would have been formed. This is what I would have been waiting for. I'd have been waiting to see if it's going to form a bearish divergence, which is when price action goes higher and higher, like that, a slope upwards, but the indicators are weak. The indicator is weak. It's making a lower high and a lower high, which means eventually the price is going to collapse. So even if it fell, even if I took 65% of my profits here, it falls down and it comes up for the second run, I would have thought, wow, it's gone higher than what I thought it did before. Wow. Then what's the indicator doing? Oh, whoa, it's forming a bearish divergence. Okay, this is the top. This is the top for me. Let me sell the rest of my 35%. Boom. And that's how you do it. So actually, you do still make the extra gains. Might not be as much because you sold majority of it here, but you're still making those extra gains because I'm looking for these little indicators. And again, I'll show you this more towards the future when it comes and it starts to form. So yeah, guys, that was the story of this chart analysis. And I really do think it's going to help you on your journey. If you liked it, drop that like, give me a subscribe. This is why you come to the channel. Yeah, I show you 100x's, coins that it sounds ridiculous. Oh, really? He's always 100x. He always thinks everything can 100x. But I also show you clean analysis that your kid can understand. Everybody, your kid, your kid can go, oh, Dad, it's easy, Dad, your 6-year-old kid. All you do is you wait for this blue bar to go up to this bar here, and then you sell it. When it matches this blue line here, when it crosses this green line, Dad, it's really simple. You just sell it when it goes there. Your kid can understand this, right? And that's what it's about, making it so people can understand. And yeah, so just keep an eye on this blue bar. When it comes up to this green line, that's when you're looking to take the majority of your profits. If you're buying now, you're still early. You're still early to this game. If you're buying, we've seen big pumps, but it's mostly big pumps through smaller cryptocurrencies, like the really low cap coins they've had big pumps. Yeah, and if you watch my channel, you're making those kind of pumps. So because I'll show you coins that are outside the top 500 on CoinMarketCap, CoinGecko, that could potentially make you big growth. So yeah, guys, stick around. Thank you for watching. Become a Patreon. The link is in my info section. Click it. Oh, let me just hold on. I've done something new. I've made this little tab here. It should be easy for me. Just boom, click it like that. Become a Patreon. Link is in my info section. Click it. I highly recommend you do. They see these videos first. They're prepared all the time. They know when they're going to be taking profits because I'm trying to make it clean and simple for them to understand what it is. 7 tiers. This is my most popular tier. This one here, the exclusive VIP partner tier. If you can afford it, go for it. I have a next tier above. My CEO tier gives you access to the VIP Telegram group. Big money in that space. It's a powerful network of people that understand trends, do great analysis just like I'm showing you, and they know how to make money in this space. Come and join them. It's a fresh month coming as well. I highly recommend you come over. Guys, thank you for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Cheers.
Never be defeated.